If you guys are looking for coins, check out my new sponsor, Ezmut. They've got the cheapest coins that you guys can find on all platforms. Use code JOCK for 5% off your order. Also follow them on Twitter. They'll be doing coin giveaways for the entire YouTube. What's up, boys? How we doing? Jock checking back in on a Monday. NFL Week 1 is almost fully wrapped up. We've got, I think, Ravens versus Raiders tonight on Monday Night Football. Should actually be a pretty exciting game. I'm looking forward to it. But with Week 1 of the NFL concluding, that means we are going to get Team of the Week Week 1 cards in game tomorrow. Before, we used to get an LTD, 2 heroes, 1 offense, 1 defense. Then we get like 4 or 5 lower overalls going. I think it was like 90, 89, 88, 87, 86, and so on. Once we actually find out how they're going to do Team of the Week this year, then going forward, all of our prediction videos will be in that format, obviously. But right now, I'm kind of just going out on a limb and hoping that they go back to how they used to run the promo. Before getting into that, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Daily Madden 22 videos. You guys already know the deal. Theme team content, no money spent content, all that good stuff. Say what's up down in the comments. Smash the like button. If we could get this video to 50 likes, we'll continue to do this series. And then tomorrow we can post theme team, no money spent, whatever you guys want. Let me know down in the comments. I guess I'll go over how we're going to actually run this this predictions video. So we're going to have 1 LTD, 1 offensive master, 1 defensive master, and then 3 additional cards for offense and defense. So that's going to be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total cards. And I'm also just going to assume that the LTD is going to be a 91 overall. The masters are going to be 90 overalls. And then the cards below that will be like 89, 88, 87, or maybe like 88, 87, 86. Something around those lines. TJ Watt does already have an 87 overall Corley in game. So I don't think his performance is worthy of a master. However, I do think he could get a +1 to his power up. That's something they did last year. They started doing that with Team of the Week, where some of the big performers that already had big cards in game would just get a +1 and a little stats boost to their power up. So TJ Watt, really good game. Unfortunately, it was versus my Bills. And I think he deserves an upgrade eventually. If not Team of the Week, then somewhere down the road. Another defensive guy I think deserves an upgrade is Isaiah Simmons. The Cardinals absolutely blew out the Titans on Sunday. And Isaiah Simmons, as well as one other player, were really big contributors on the defensive side of the ball. Isaiah Simmons finished with 9 tackles and 1 interception. 9 tackles actually led the team. Also getting a pick is just a monstrous performance. And I feel like Isaiah Simmons is such a good card in Madden, that 6'4", high-speed card, that I feel like EA kind of enjoys giving this guy upgrades. Simmons has a 76 overall in-game right now, no power-up, so I don't know how that would work. They would probably just give him like a low 86 or 87 overall and just call it there. Then eventually down the road, when he gets one of those masters and like zero chill or something like that, then maybe he gets a power-up. But I think Isaiah Simmons deserves an upgrade. Another guy who balled out yesterday, Shaq Thompson for the Carolina Panthers, who ended up getting a win versus the New York Jets. Little Sam Darnold revenge game. Thompson had 10 tackles, 1 sack, and 1 interception, so absolutely filling out the stat sheet. I could see this guy getting a similar card to like Simmons, maybe 88, maybe 87, somewhere around there. Not quite like master level performance, but definitely one of the higher overall cards for the Team of the Week, Week 1 promo. Shaq Thompson, very good game. Team got the dub, so I mean, why not? And then, I mean, for the master on defense, this guy's pretty much a lock. Chandler Jones currently has an 84 overall card in game. His price has been absolutely going crazy because of his stat line. Another Arizona Cardinals player that absolutely thrashed the Titans offensive line and just Titans offense in general. Chandler Jones ended the game with 5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. Just a pure dominant performance. Left outside linebacker, power rusher card, 6'5", 265. I honestly thought he was a little bit taller. But this card will probably be one of the best pass rushers in game once he gets his upgrade. I feel like this is like the biggest lock of the year. If he doesn't get the defensive hero, then EA is just doing something significantly wrong. Like 5 sacks in 1 game is just out of this world numbers. He just had an absolute field day versus Taylor Lewan. So I'm predicting Chandler Jones gets the 90, and then those other 3 guys kind of just fall into place. It'd probably be TJ Watt with a +1 to his overall, Shaq Thompson, and then Isaiah Simmons. I mean, there's a couple other guys I'm sure that had really good weeks. Like Marshawn Lattimore had a really good week guarding Devontae Adams, ended up getting a win, blowing out the Packers, but his stats just weren't really that crazy. So I'm not sure like how EA kind of, takes that into account. And, I don't really know what's going on in EA's head. So I'm leaving Lattimore off the list, but I could definitely see him getting an upgrade. So jumping over to offense for Team of the Week, I do predict that we are going to get an LTD. That's going to be an offensive player as well with a master and 3 other lower set cards. Our first card, one of the set cards, is going to be Joe Mixon. I'm honestly saying it's going to be him because I have him in both my fantasy leagues. He balled out. Joe Mixon had 150 yards, 1 touchdown, and 25 fantasy points. That is standard scoring. Pretty sure he led all running backs besides McCaffrey. McCaffrey already has a really good card. Plus, McCaffrey's a guy that's definitely going to get an upgrade down the line for like zero chill or most feared or something like that. So I think Joe Mixon honestly gets one of the lower set pieces. I could see him getting like an 88 overall or an 87 or something like that, considering he only has an 81 in game right now. Very good game for Mixon, 150 all-purpose, 1 touchdown. They end up getting the win versus the Vikings in overtime. So, I mean, I feel like Mixon could be a lock. And then another guy who had an absolutely phenomenal week, 49ers went out and got a W versus the Detroit Lions. Deebo Samuel finished with 9 catches, 189 yards, and 1 touchdown. I feel like if he would have gotten a second touchdown, he'd be a lock for either the LTD or the offensive hero. However, there were a couple players that outscored him in fantasy, so I feel like Deebo Samuel could get like an 88, 89 overall card in Team of the Week. If he gets a master, I mean, good for him. Like, he had an absolutely crazy day. I just feel like there's some people that have more fantasy points. There's some bigger names out there. But Deebo Samuel definitely deserves a higher overall card. You know, this card could be a very good receiver in Mutt. I feel like Deebo Samuel definitely deserves a card in Team of the Week. My prediction for the offensive hero for Team of the Week is Kyler Murray. He ended the day versus the Titans with 5 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns. Led all fantasy scorers at quarterback position. Actually, hold on, let me double check this. Kyler Murray in standard scoring finished 3rd in points, only behind Amari Cooper and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill already has a high overall card in game, and he has that MCS 91, so I don't think he's going to get an upgrade. But Kyler Murray coming in at 30 at 289 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, a pick, but 20 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. So 5 touchdowns, 1 game, team got the dub. 2 years ago, Lamar Jackson got the Week 1 offensive hero for Team of the Week. And he finished with 5 touchdowns against the Dolphins. I'm sure you guys remember that game, the first game of his MVP campaign. So I feel like Kyler Murray could get that same exact card pretty much from 2 years ago with his performance, 5 touchdowns, team win versus Tennessee. Honestly, maybe more of an impressive performance than Lamar 2 years ago. Kyler Murray, I feel like, should be a lock for the offensive hero. 5 touchdowns, like, come on now. My final prediction, Amari Cooper for the LTD for Team of the Week, Week 1. He led all fantasy scorers in standard scoring. He finished with 38.9 points. Tyreek Hill had 37.1. Kyler Murray had 33.5. But I think Amari Cooper with 13 catches, 139 yards, and 2 touchdowns pretty much seals the deal for LTD. I'm assuming it's going to be a 91 overall card. He does have a power-up and an 84 overall in game. So, you know, that's pretty evenly spaced out between overalls, power up 84 and then 91. I'm not sure. They kind of did him like they did Julio Jones this year, 84 overall with 84 speed. So at 91, he could probably have 90 speed. I doubt they would do 89, but 90 speed would probably be right there. So not like a game-breaking receiver, but a very, very solid option. Good route running, good speed, good size. I'm pretty sure EA looks at standard scoring when they do these Team of the Week, upgrades and updates and stuff like that. So I think Amari Cooper is pretty much a lock for the LTD. If not LTD, definitely offensive hero. And if I'm wrong on both of those, then that's just a tough scene. But I think Amari Cooper deserves an upgrade for his performance versus Tampa Bay. I feel like I don't really need to explain myself much more than that. Deebo Samuel, Amari Cooper, Kyler Murray. And then on defense, what do we got? Chandler Jones, TJ Watt, Shaq Thompson, Isaiah Simmons. Did I have another offensive guy? Oh yeah, Joe Mixon on offense. That's going to be all my predictions for Week 1. We can come back to this video tomorrow and see how I did. Hopefully I did pretty good, so these videos kind of like build up a little bit as the season goes on, but if not, I mean, whatever. It was fun making this video. That being said, I might make a Bills video later. I'm not entirely sure yet, but if not, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. That being said, Jock signing.